Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I will be showing you guys how to make this super delicious yet so juicy honey garlic bacon wrap pork chops. This recipe is absolutely delicious. I cannot wait for you guys to try it at home. But before I begin, as usual, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up for me. Also, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe and let's get started. Before I begin, I will have all the ingredients down below for you guys, so please check that out. I am starting with 4 boneless pork chops, and these are the seasoning I'll be using. I'm using seasoned pepper, Creole seasoning, Italian seasoning, paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. Now, I am not using salt because I am using bacon, and you know, bacon is very salty, so if you want to add some salt, be my guest, but you don't really need it. So what I'm going to do first is mixing all of my dry ingredients together. Once I'm done, I am going to take a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon. I am going to drizzle it all over the pork chops. Once I'm done, I am going to give it a nice rub. Next, we are going to sprinkle the seasoning on top of the pork chops. As you add in your seasoning, don't forget to rub it in. Now I'm going to flip the pork chops over and repeat the same step again. And very important, you have to season the side of the pork chop as well. All right, once we're done, this is what we're working with. Now, what you are going to do, you're going to take your bacon, make sure you get a nice name brand bacon. You are going to wrap it all around the pork chops, just like so. I use about 2 to 3 bacon strips per pork chops. It all depends on how big your pork chops are, but I use about 2 to 3. Now, once I am done, here's what we're working with. So now you are going to sear the bacon. You are going to not cook the bacon, just give it a nice color before bacon. I believe you can bake it like that, but I don't think it's going to stick on the pork chops. I have never done it that way before, but I do like to sear the bacon just to make sure it's nice and tight when we bake it so it doesn't fall apart. Okay, so I am going to bake it for about 1 minute per side until the bacon is nice and golden brown. Then you're going to flip it over and allow the other side to cook. I like to cook the sides as well. It just gives the dish a nice presentation once it's done cooking. Now I'm going to cook the rest. Once I am done, I'll show you guys what to do next. Keep in mind, the pork chops are not fully cooked yet. You still have to bake them. So I am going to place the remaining of the two back in there. Then we're going to bake this on 350 for about 15 minutes. Do not overcook your pork chops. I repeat, do not overcook your pork chops if you want them to be nice and juicy like mine, okay? So while that is baking, I am going to start by making my honey garlic sauce. So here's how to make it. I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter into this skillet. Once that is nice and melted, you are going to add your garlic. Just add your minced garlic in there. You're going to cook the garlic until it's starting to fragrance a little bit, which is about 15 to 30 seconds. Once you are done with that, you are going to add your honey. Now I am going in with some rice wine vinegar. Just pour that in just a little bit, just to balance the sweetness a little bit. And then you are going to be adding a little bit of chicken broth, okay? Chicken broth, just add that in. Now, I am going to let this simmer on medium-low until my sauce starting to reduce a little bit, or maybe medium-high, I don't know. But until your sauce starting to, reduce a little bit, and you will see the color starting to change and giving you that honey garlicky look. Yes, perfect, just how we like it. Now you are going to set that aside. Pull out your pork chops from the oven. By now they should already be done cooking, and this is how we looking. This is about 15 minutes later in the oven, and of course I have to check the internal temperature because I didn't want it to be too dry. At the same time, I want it to be cooked through, if you know what I'm saying. So now I am going to pour my honey garlic sauce on there. You guys, the bacon, when the bacon saltiness meet that sauce in your mouth, it's just so good. You know, that honey, that sweet and salty. Ooh, you gotta try it, y'all. You gotta try it to see what I'm talking about. But anyways, this is how you make yourself some bacon wrap honey garlic pork chops, okay? And take a good look. This pork chop came out so juicy. When I tell you don't overcook it, don't overcook it. Otherwise, you are not going to experience this juiciness. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Juicy bacon wrap pork chops. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's recipe. Don't forget to leave a like for me. Come on now, leave a like for me. Also subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you guys on the next recipe. Bye guys.